Hi everybody, it's Nikki here and welcome to a makeup video. So today's video we are going to be talking about my 3 of a kind project. This is a project that I devised where I picked 3 of my largest categories in my makeup collection and I pick 3 items from each of those categories every month to play with, to try. I have to use each item at least once. If I don't use it, then it rolls into the next month, but I still pick 3 items each month, whether I have rollovers or not. So this month, I do have some rollovers. It was a difficult month. Okay, so let's start off with the nail polishes. So I had these 3 nail polishes to try. Let's start off with the one that I currently have on my nails here, and here. And that is this French Connection one. Now these don't have a name, so I'm sorry I can't tell you the names of it, but that is the bottle, and that's the polish. I like it, I do like it, but I feel like I have multiples of this in my collection. It's nothing new, it's nothing great. I am going to keep it in my collection, but I think that this will eventually go into a project pan, maybe my project polish or something, but it will go into a project in the future. So keep an eye out for this one. It is staying in my collection, but it will be coming into a project pan in the future. Another one that is going into a project pan and is going in now is my Barry M Jelly High Shine nail paint in Banana Split. This is a gorgeous, beautiful, beautiful yellow. The problem with this is it's gone thick and gloopy. I went to apply it onto my nails and it just came out as a big glob. It was so thick on my nails, it would not dry down. So I added some thinner. I'm hoping that will help out. I'm going to put this into my project polish to get it used up ASAP. Can I get away with saying ASAP? As soon as possible. I want to use this up as soon as possible, so it's going into my project polish. If I find that every time I use this I have to add thinner because it's going on too thick and gloopy, I am going to declutter it. I am not going to try to finish something that I have to keep adding volume to every time I use it, because that's like 1 step forward and 2 steps back. It's just not going to work. So if this ends up being too thick, too gloopy, and I have to constantly add thinner to it, I'm just going to declutter it because I am not about that life. I don't have many yellows in my collection. It is a shame. But I would rather declutter this and then buy a brand new one and use that one. Rather than messing about with this one. It's a shame, it's money wasted, but I'm gonna try and get some use out of it, and if it's still no good, then I will declutter it. So this is on the chopping block. This is definitely on the chopping block. One that isn't on the chopping block, and I am so shocked at this because I did not expect the quality of this nail polish, and that was the Miss Beauty in Electric. Now this came from the pound shop. It is stunning. Like, I put this on my nails and I was like, are you kidding me? Like, it was beautiful. It applied beautifully. The brush on it is awesome. So that's the brush. The brush applied the nail polish nice and smoothly, beautiful, like thin layer so that it wasn't thick and gloopy or anything. It just applied beautifully and it was stunning. The colour of this is so beautiful. It just blew me away. I couldn't get it. I honestly thought I was going to declutter this because it was going to be thin and watery and not very good. It's awesome. I love it. This is staying in my collection. So this one stays, this one's on the chopping block, and this one's time is limited. So yeah, the big surprise of the month, my Miss Beauty Pound Shop nail polish. So don't wipe them out. Just because they're Pound Shop, don't wipe them out. They do some bloody good polishes. So those were the polishes. Then moving on to the lipsticks. I'm going to do this one first. This one is the Kat Von D in Underage Red. This was the red. I liked it. I really liked it. I liked the colour that it was on my lips. It was absolutely stunning. I liked the consistency. I liked the application. I have MAC's Ruby Woo, and that is a retro matte, so it's very, very chalky and dry on my lips. This one wasn't dry. It was creamy, it was beautiful, but it was dry enough that it wasn't slipping and sliding all over my face or onto my teeth. It was actually a really nice red lipstick. And yeah, I'm gonna keep it. It probably will end up in a project pan at some point because it's only a mini. And I tend to try and put minis into project pans. But yeah, I reckon I love it. I really do like it. So that one's staying in my collection. Then we had the Colourpop Ultra Satin Lip in Darling. I really like this one. It's such a stunning colour. It's so beautiful. These do dry down. And they have a really nice smell to them. It was so pretty and so beautiful. When I wear a dark lip, I feel really strong and powerful, and it just gives me confidence, and that's what this did. I absolutely loved it. It still smells good. So yeah, this one is staying in my collection. And then the surprise, because I've recently been purchasing a couple of glosses because I've heard so many people like loving glosses recently, and I thought, you know what, I normally wear my hair up nowadays. It's very, very rarely down, so it's not like it's going to get caught in my on my lips if I wear a gloss now, which is what I hated the most about glosses when I was younger. So I had this got pulled, the Revolution Sheer Gloss in Gone Rogue. This was beautiful. It's so stunning. I absolutely love this on my lips. It was just, it is a thicker formula and it is more opaque, but I loved it. And it is a thicker formula than what I'm used to, so it did take me a while to get used to it, but once I kind of got used to it, it didn't feel so bad. I will say, however, it doesn't stay on your lips very long. It does tend to wear off quite quickly, so it's not like a liquid lipstick or even a bullet lipstick. I think I realised why a lot of people put lip glosses into project pans, because I could see myself having to reapply this sort of every hour, every 2 hours, because it really does like not stay. There's no staying power on this, so I can see why a lot of people can get through these quite quickly. So yeah, I liked it and it's gonna stay, and yeah, I love it. I might even pick up a couple more in a couple more shades. I don't know, maybe a clear one or something. But yeah, loved it. Okay, so moving on to my eyeshadows. By the way, I'm just gonna clean those off before I end up with them all over my top. Okay, so last month I had the MUA palette in Poptastic as a rollover. That's what it looks like. I have that on my eyes today. So this is the look that I created with it. I'm in two minds about it. I I tried to blend this shade into my crease on this side. There's nothing there. And it just looked like I had a black eye. It just looked like I had a bruise, to blend that into the crease. And then I used these two colours on my eyelid, and then blended out the outer corner and the crease with the purple here. And then I used this yellow on the inner corner. Now, I've got to say that I think the real star of the show for this was this. This saved this. This is the Revlon Colour Stay Cream Eyeshadow in Peacock. So that's the colour there. Let me open it up for you. So it looks like that. This is stunning. This is beautiful. So there it is there. And I think this definitely saved this palette, because I think if I'd have used these eyeshadows on their own, there wouldn't have been much yay about it. This is what stole the show. This colour is what really helped this palette out. And to be honest, I have these shades in other palettes. This isn't, I just don't see myself pulling towards it when I have other blue eyeshadow palettes. I'm not really interested in these pinks. And the greens I have as again in other palettes. So I think, look, if I normally use cream eyeshadows as bases. That's not what's going against this eyeshadow. I think what it is I'm looking at it going, well, I can't use you in the crease, and you will probably blend out the same way. This green, I mean, it's pretty, it is pretty green. I mean, that green is stunning, but again, I probably have that. So I think what is going to happen with this palette is I'm going to have a bit of a swatch fest. And I'm going to see if I can actually duplicate this palette in other palettes. I know I can definitely get a blue and purple eye look from many other palettes that I own, so that's not the issue. I just want to see if I can actually dupe these particular colours. And then the ones that I can't dupe in other palettes, I might see if I can somehow depot the ones that I can't dupe. The ones that I do feel are unique to this palette. So this is on the chopping block. It's on the chopping block. So that's that one. And then the other palette I used was my Beyond Flawless. I'll put that down. My Beyond Flawless from Revolution. The eye look I created out of this, I forgot how beautiful these shades were. I used this shade and this row, basically. So as you can see, I've definitely increased the pan there. I think this is a definite contender for Pan That palette for next year, because like I had a small bit of pan, like just like these little ones in this one, and as soon as I touched my brush into it, it expanded. So I think this is going to be a really easy palette to pan. So I think this is definite contender for 2022 Pan That palette. It's so beautiful. It's so gorgeous. I love the colours in here. This shade was just stunning. I mean, it's stunning. It's so beautiful and underrated, but on your eyes, it was just, I could not believe it. I could not believe how beautiful the eye look I created from this palette was. So this is definitely staying in, but as I say, it's a contender for Pan That Palette 2022. It depends what the it depends on what the Pantastic Ladies theme for 2022 is. However, I think if I don't vibe with their theme for next year, which I generally do, let's be honest, they come up with the most amazing ideas. I think I will just go my own way and pan this anyway. So it's staying in my collection, but because I know it's going as Pan That Palette next year. So this will be back. And then the next two palettes, because we had the roll in for this, so we had 4 palettes to work with, I haven't had a chance to play with. So I haven't had a chance to play with my Macaroon palette from I Heart Revolution, which, there we go, there's some beautiful greens. Like, so yeah, I don't need the greens in here. I have some beautiful greens in here, some beautiful browns. Yeah, I didn't get a chance to play with this, but that means it stays in for another month and gets rolled over. And I didn't get to play with this little thing. I did contemplate leaving off filming the video for maybe a few more days, just so I can get another eye look out of one of these palettes, but I thought, you know what, I've got my makeup on and I'm filming today, so I might as well film it while I've got it. So yeah, so we have 2 rollovers for next month, which means I'll be working on 5 palettes, plus my Pan That palette, plus my Naught Pans Crosses palette. I'm not going to have much use on my palettes next month, am I? No, I'm not. So yeah, these 2 are staying in. So that was the roundup. Let's go to picking our new items. So let's go to the Whirligig. Let's turn the volume up. We're going to go onto the Whirligig app and we're going to say, what colour should I paint my nails? So here we have our wheel. Let's give it a spin. Ooh, a purple. That'd be nice. A blue, and the last one. And we don't do duplicates, so let's get third colour. Ooh, another yellow or gold. Okay, I don't have many yellows. We might have to go for a gold on this one. So we have blue, purple and yellow or gold. So I will pick those out in a moment. Let's go to our tin that has all the lipstick in here. Well, not all my lipsticks, they wouldn't fit in here, but all the lipsticks on paper. So we need 1, 2, 3 pieces of paper. So the first one we have is, ooh, my MAC in Natural Born Leader, which is, nope, which is this one in the beautiful packaging. So let me give you a swatch. So there's a swatch of Natural Born Leader from MAC. This was one of their special editions, I think last Christmas, Christmas before, maybe? I can't remember. So there's that one. Then we have Colourpop in Persuasion. Is that a lippy stick? Yes, it is. Okay, so it's a very dry formula. So this is a matte formula, and there is Colourpop's Persuasion. And the last one we have is Nyx Lingerie in Exotic. So there we go. And that is a red, I believe. So it looks like this. It's only a mini. Ooh, so we have a lot of red tones this month. One feels like it's drying out. Ooh, that looks extremely similar to the MAC colour. Look how close the MAC. That's the MAC and that's the Lip Lingerie in Exotic. How close do they look? They look like the same colour, but one's a liquid lipstick and one's in a bullet lipstick. That's interesting. Very, very interesting. So those are the 3 lipsticks that we're going to be using. Okay, so let me go and find the nail polishes and the palette that we're going to be using for the month. Okay, so I am back. So for our nail polishes, the purple, I'm gonna go for this Rimmel London 60 Seconds Super Shine in Midnight Rendezvous. So it looks like that. It's kind of like a Cadbury's purple, which I absolutely love, but I have a few of these. So I do want to kind of see which ones I like best. Maybe declutter 1 or 2. So yeah, I'm going to try that one. Then for the blue, I've gone for this number 7 Stay Perfect nail polish, and this is in the shade Totally Teal. So it's like a teal blue. So I thought that would be really, really pretty. And then I thought, as I was going for that number 7 one, I would go for this number 7 one, which needs a good shake up. Go for this number 7 one. 7. I haven't had a drink, honest. Start again. I thought I would go for this number 7 one. Also in this Stay Perfect. This is in a pigment-rich colour. Anyway, this is Hot to Trot. I love nail polish names. And this is a beautiful gold. So we will have a play with this and see what this is like. I have a couple of golds very similar to this again. So yeah, we'll have to see. Like, at least if I use up one, at least I still have another one in my drawer. I don't know. So yeah. So those are the 3 nail polishes. They actually go really well together. To be honest, very well together. So very nice. I like it when they match. It means I can do many manicures with all 3 of them. So that was the nail polishes. So let's move on to the eyeshadow palettes. I thought I'd go with the little one. This one is very reflective. It's my number 7 Ruby Slippers mini eye palette. I got this for Christmas and I've been dying to have a play with it. So we're going to have a play in March. So that is that one. So I'm happy to play with that one. And then I thought, seeing as I had so much fun with the Beyond Flawless palette from Revolution, I thought I'd go for another one. And that's the Flawless 3 Resurrection palette. This is very reflective packaging. This is when they changed to their rose gold fronts. And this one is quite neutral, very, very neutral, like very daytime appropriate. Again, I already have some pan in this one, but I feel like I could use these as transition colours for other eye looks as well, and get a bit more use out of it, so that way. But again, as I say, I only have to use it once for the month, but I feel like I can dig into this, well, not dig, but use these colours with other eye looks as well. So yeah, I can get quite a bit of use out of this one, I believe. So that is that one. And that is the Flawless 3 Resurrection palette. And then I thought I would go for a chocolate bar palette. So this is the I Heart Revolution Red Velvet palette. So it looks like that. And then inside we have some pretty vibrant pinks and reds here. But then the rest is kind of like oranges and browns and that sort of thing. So yeah, I thought I would have a play with that for a while. I thought these pinks might be similar to what's in here. So yeah, as I say, I'm just gonna have a play. This colour is calling my name. Hello. Hello. You're gorgeous. That was Decadent. That was that shade there. That was calling my name. I don't normally do swatches of the palettes, but couldn't resist that one, and that looks gorgeous. So that's probably going straight on my eyes. Well, not straight away. I had this look on today. But yeah, so that is that one. For March then, we have the NYX Lingerie in Exotic. We have MAC in Natural Born Leader, and we have Colourpop in Persuasion. Those are the 3 shades here. And then we have these 3 nail polishes, the number 7 in Totally Teal, number 7 in Hot to Trot, and Rimmel London in Midnight Rendezvous. And then we have 5 palettes, 5 palettes to play with. So we have the Elf Jalapeno palette, and we have the I Heart Revolution Macaroon palette, and the I Heart Revolution Red Velvet palette, the number 7 Ruby Slippers palette, and the Flawless 3 Resurrection palette. So that is my 3 of a kind project. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.